Donald Trump is in.
Speaking of shaping up.
Exactly. He's been campaigning around. He will play some footage of him pretending to work at a McDonald's. But he was in Latrobe, Pennsylvania on Saturday. And for the first 12 minutes of his campaign rally, he told stories about how Arnold Palmer, when he was aging, couldn't drive a golf ball as far as he could. And but Arnold Palmer said, back in the day, I would have been much better than you. It's funny. I wonder if Trump feels awkward telling this story now about somebody who had lost a couple of steps. I wonder if he has a moment of clarity. And maybe that's what it is, because then he goes sort of off the rails. Some people argue that early signs of dementia are an inability to inhibit your impulses and to say things in certain contexts that might not be appropriate or effective to what you're trying to communicate. But here is Donald Trump, when, incidentally, one of the biggest issues, of course, is about women's bodily autonomy. Here is Donald Trump, I guess, trying to sort of like celebrate all bodies.
Arnold Palmer was all man, and I say that in all due respect to women, and I love women. But this is a guy that was all man. His man was strong and tough. And I refuse to say it.
I know this goes without saying, but if you are saying all due respect to women, this guy was all man. The implication is the implication is that men are better, right? Like, I mean, why would you feel in your brain you need to say, I don't want to offend any women, but he was all men? Well, what are you really saying there? What you're saying is that he was a quality person. With all due respect to women, he was the tippity top of the people we know who are supposed to be in charge.
And why?
And well, how do you know he was all man? Well, you take showers at the club.
With respect to women, and I love women, but this is a guy that was all man. His man was strong and tough, and I refuse to say it, but when he took showers with the other pros, they came out of there, they said, oh my God, that's unbelievable. I had to say it. We have women that are highly sophisticated here, but they used to look at Arnold as a bad. But he was really something special. Arnold was something special. So I just want to tell you, you're very lucky, the people that live in Latrobe, and it's an honor for me to be here because of him.
That's right. Some of you may have even had the opportunity to see his penis. And if that's the case, that's great. I don't know. Have you ever seen the huge ball of string? Where is that?
What's Latrobe produced since that thing, you know?
It's hard to talk about, but it was huge. I don't know what to tell you, folks. I suppose maybe that's effective with some people. I don't know. But there you go. All man. And what's the proof? Big penis. In a moment, we're going to be talking what the commentary is for that. He's back to it. And this may be, I don't know, I think, look, they have been running a campaign that is geared towards low propensity voters who are male. Low propensity male voters. And they think this is going to work to bring them out. It might. I don't know. I really have no sense if I was, 18 to 34, if the prospect of Donald Trump having firsthand knowledge of the size of a golfer's penis, a golfer, incidentally, who I probably barely have ever heard of. So just basically some random dude's penis. Maybe that would inspire me to vote if I didn't vote in 2020, 2022. It's really, really difficult to understand. Jack from Queens says, what you liberal Brooklyn elites don't realize is that nothing motivates suburban women more to vote like talking about the penises of professional athletes. I mean, I may be, touche. I don't know what else to say. Remember Trump's 2020 election interference case? He pled not guilty, but only after making it clear that he, quote, had every right to do so. Ground News found 90 sources covering this with significantly less reporting from the right. And going through these articles, you can see there's no mention from conservative outlets of what looks like Trump's confession. Now, the left points this could be the very thing that helps Jack Smith finally convict him. This type of selective reporting is the exact problem we've been talking about with today's news. Rather than adding clarity to an already confusing election season and political landscape, the news can easily contribute to it. That's why we're longtime partners of Ground News. Their platform is designed for people who want to go beyond the headlines to deeply understand today's current events from every perspective. And with Trump and Harris often at the center of very selective reporting, I highly recommend following the news on the debate and the rest of their campaign here, so you can avoid being manipulated by the news you see and the news you don't. I think their mission directly aligns with what we try and do here on our show. Plus, they're independent and subscriber funded. But my viewers get 40% off their top tier Vantage plan. Go on to ground.news/majority or scan my QR code to compare coverage with context you can't find anywhere else. Hey folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should check that out.